Good morning, everybody. Today is January 5th, Monday. Um, it's about 8 a.m. I'm already at work. Just having my mushroom coffee right now, and I'm just looking at the charts. Current time, there's news at 10 a.m., but I'm going to just turn around the camera and show you what I see. So, boom. So, this is the 4 hour candle, 4 hour time frame. See already a sweep here, okay? But see price moving up, but when we move into this section right here, this whole range is a big candle. And let me move it down a bit. Okay, move it to maybe the 15. Okay, so this is the thing. At this current time, we're still in this range. We approach 50 and we're going above, but as you can tell here, candles are just chopping to go up. It's having a hard time because look, drop, drop, and then we're just cranking to go up. What I think is going to happen is we're going to end up coming close to this order block here because it's still 15. Either, and I'm not predicting the market, I'm just anticipating we're going to displace up, rebalance to go even higher because look, we got this to use as PXH, and where we probably will target is up here, but that's like further down the road, I think, because that's 50 minutes. Or secondly, if we have news, we could just come up here. Either we use this right here for these highs here, SPXH. See all these wicks here. This would be a PXH to go up, 50% go up. Maybe the targets are up here, this high here. But if we don't do that, then likely my second anticipation would be this displacement candle. We go and see what happens in the 50% of this range. Likely we go up to come back down, or we're just gonna go right up. Two outcomes, or if this PXH fails, we use this high here, right here, and we could reverse off of that. Depends on what's happening, but what's usually happening right now, price is just chopping up and down, up and down, up and down. And why that's occurring at this current time is because we're creating the balls and dick strategy right here. The three touchers are coming into the market at this time. But personally, what I think is we're just making a trend line liquidity here. And then we're going to see what occurs. I'm not even predicting anything. I'm just going to anticipate what's going to occur. We have all these tools. I'm just putting it all on the table and simplifying everything. And that's the simplicity of this. You guys don't even need to know what's going to occur. You just say, okay, if this goes here, protocol, boom, 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 displacement rebalance, boom. That doesn't occur, sweep this highs, my turtle soup, go down. What am I looking for? Basically disrespect to go down, right? If that doesn't occur, then what else? PXH. There. You got both ways now. That's how simple it is. And even if it doesn't take out this high, then we just wait right here and see what happens at this displacement candle. Because remember, if we go above this displacement candle, then what is that? That's SIBI disrespect. So there you have it. And then yeah, we'll see what happens. Still early. Well, that's what I do when I come on the chart side. This is kind of like the roadmap I take. But since we took out this low here, we could kind of go up and see what happens. But choppy price action like this occurs because of these big candles here. This is a high liquidity resistance, and this is low because look, it just sliced right through everything here. This is high because this move is already made. We're rebalancing to come back up, and then we're going to see what happens. But And that's it. That's what it pretty much looks like. This is the morning. Still getting ready. Lily just made the coffee, so we're gonna see what we can do, and we'll take it from there. And I'll do a live trade today on my TikTok so you guys can see. All right, I'll see you guys after the trading session. So finished work just now. Still fasted. Took an energy drink because that's how it is. I'm gonna go dominate some people in squash and then hit the sauna and then go home and eat. And then have some more electrolytes just to fuel up myself and slowly unwind, get ready for the night. Just go and pray and revise what I did for the day and do what's better. One last quick thing before I end off this part of the segment. About a year ago, I would say, or even more, I was to a point where I was in trading and things weren't going my way, blowing account for a whole year straight. And at that point, one of my friends was like, hey, listen, do policing because right now, trading is not working out for you. You're not doing as well as I'm doing now at that time. And that was before I even joined the Discord. So at that point, I was actually working hard and getting my fitness up to be able to go into policing. And I'm like, maybe this is not meant for me. And, I, in the back of my mind, I deeply understood that I wasn't putting in 100% of the work. But still, I'm like, you know what? Maybe, this trading thing is not for me at one point. But then I applied. I got to the end of the policing thing. And I was at that stage where you pass everything, your psych, your fitness, everything. And all you do is you sit down with this major person that literally goes over everything. And then they send you through and then you're good to go. But what happened was, long story short, when I got to the final part of it, I ended up failing, right? But the thing is in life, we sometimes think we're supposed to go through this path in life, but sometimes God guides us to somewhere else. And that's why it's very crucially important to understand that sometimes things in life don't work out initially, but with patience, you'll get there. And that's why a key factor in life is patience and believing in yourself and being persistent. I'll be honest with you, after I was rejected from that policing thing, I had no choice but, because with policing, you cannot apply again for another year. I had to put my 2 feet down and just make it work. And we're here now. And the moral of the story is, sometimes you think you're doing enough, but really deep down inside, are you doing enough? If you really want to, just give yourself some time and put in the work. And also, what I want to say is, I don't want you to back test for 500 hours in one day. Spread it out and be consistent. For my case, I was in my 30s. For me, I had not much time and I wanted this so bad, so I had to make it work. On top of all that, I didn't have a computer to backtest with, so guess what? I just put in the work. I went to work a few hours early, woke up at 2 o'clock, went to work at 3, backtested till 6 before my shift, took a break, and then backtested at lunch, took a break, backtested after work. So I went crazy. And I think there'll be a stage where you either have to be obsessed to get it, or you just want it so bad. And nothing matters to you. No parties, no holidays, no friends hanging out. That doesn't mean squat to you. You just want to get to it. And there will be a stage in your life where you get to that point too, where you will have some doors closing on you, but in reality, those doors are meant to be closed for you because God wants something greater. And something greater is out there, and your purpose is out there. But you cannot dwell on the doors that are closed on you. You just have to keep persevering. And that's very important to know. In trading, you're coming into, like, imagine if I went and became a police officer. Well, I was capped after a while, right? You get capped, you're capped. But in trading, there's no cap. And that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give this the best I've got for another 2 years or how long it takes me. I know I'm getting up there in age, but you know what? If I do make everything work, the opportunity is endless. And that's the beauty of it. I'm telling you, that's the beauty of it, because now when I look back, it's all worth it. It's very worth it. The years that I was down, just a few months erases everything. And that's what you got to understand. Just keep locking in, believe in yourself. If it's your vision, it's your vision for a reason. Nobody else would know your vision unless it's yours. Nobody else can relate to it because it's your vision, right? That's your why and your desire. Your desire. I can't teach you or tell you to be a trader. You either got it or you don't, right? I would say once the trading bug has bitten you, there's no going back. There's only two options. You're going to suffer and burn for a few, not years, but for some time. And that's destined to tell you you're either going to sink or swim. And the markets will filter out the weak ones. And unfortunately, you might think you're doing bad, but guess what? It could be a bad week, great month, a bad month, and a great year. Because in trading, once it clicks, you're a fisherman for life. You don't need nothing else. I promise you. You literally need yourself and your mind. Because they can take everything away from you, but they never can take your mind away from you. And the skill and craft and your eyes and experience and your intuition, that never goes away. It gets better with time. So moral of the story is be patient, and just give it some time. Greatness doesn't happen overnight. And it's the same story I said in my interview with Salman. It's the bamboo theory. So the Japanese bamboo theory is they plant a bamboo seed into the ground. They water it for a few years. And I'm saying it, they water it every day. But the thing is, after 2 years, the bamboo tree will expand 90 feet within a week. And that's the same analogy in trading. You can keep showing up every day, keep showing up, nothing will happen. But eventually, after a year or whatever X amount of years or days or month, once it clicks in, the potential and growth is unexpected. Like, it's very unexpected. Like, it's amazing. It's crazy. That's what I might say. It's no job will ever make you feel the same way with trading, because you're the CEO, you're the manager, you're the supervisor, and you're the boss. Nobody else to look at but you. You run this operation, and it's all you, with your eyes and hands and the skill and the model that's provided. So that's a little spiel. I'm gonna go hit the gym and get this out of the way, and then we get a little bit of food, which is, a little bit of dopamine, so it's the beauty of it. Work hard and then get a bit of reward, and have your day set up like this. It has to be like a protocol, right? The only difference between you and I is I've just made a routine that works. I can consistently do this. I've been doing this for years now, and it worked. That's all you got to do. Discipline beats a man with talent when the man with talent has no discipline to keep going. Remember, set up your life in a way where you can continuously do something. And a lot of you guys that are setting goals, I think, it's great to be losing 50 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever it is. If you're looking to lose weight,
don't look at losing weight as the goal. No. Look at the behaviors that you will have. So what you can incorporate is having water before each meal. Why? It fills up your stomach. Secondly, walk. Learn to take 10 minutes, 20 minutes and walk. That's all. It doesn't have to be complicated. Trust me, you can lose a lot of weight just by walking and stop eating. You can just forget about breakfast. Breakfast is just for companies to make money. You don't eat breakfast. You've been unfortunately tricked. Trust me, look at history. Why did cereals company have to create breakfast? Because it's the best meal of the day. But guess what? Breakfast can be anytime. It doesn't have to be right in the morning. The cereal companies had to sell their cereal, so they had to make breakfast. Again, that's a word from another day. But the thing is, in life, if you want to get better in something, you're not going to change overnight, right? Let's be realistic. What you can do is focus on a discipline for 30 days. So what you can do is, I'm going to only take one trade for the next 30 days. And then what you do is you refine it a little bit more for the second month. For the next 30 days, I will work on breath work when I'm trading and also incorporate more sports and taking losses. Beautiful. Step out of my comfort zone. Then you're tackling on fear. And then you're tackling on one trade a day. And then slowly it just piles up like snow. It's snowing today. A little bit of snow turns into a big snowball, and a big snowball turns to a bigger snowball. It's the snowball effect. As soon as you start doing the same thing day in, day out, and you're doing it and it's boring, guess what? That's when you're doing it right. I'm telling you, in life, we all chase happiness and excitement. It's just a feeling. Because the thing is, once you're happy, guess what? You got to remember this part. This is very important. I never knew this until I got a little bit older. But the thing is, we always want to be happy. But guess what? Every time you're happy, just remember you're going to be sad. Because that's the balance in life, right? But the thing is, it's good to be sad. You know why? Because when you're happy again, you appreciate it more. That's a little word of wisdom and advice. Keep going. Trust me, in life, you're going to go through the journey. The journey has been written. All you do is persevere and smile when bad things happen to you. Smile. You know why? Because God tests the ones he loves. And the thing is, he's giving you this test because he knows you're going to come out of it. God bless you. Take care. I'm going to go crush this workout and crush these people in the gym. And I'll be right back. Take care for now. And that's the final meal, some rice and ground chicken. That's how we finish the night. I'm gonna have some of this and electrolytes, and that's it. That's my first meal of the day.